Welcome, everyone, to Two Guys to the Dark Tower Came, a podcast where we discuss the characters, connections, and deeper meanings of Stephen King's magnum opus, The Dark Tower. I'm Jay Russo.
And I'm Sean McCurr.
You can find more information about the podcast at twoguystothedarktowercame.com. You can also email us at twoguysdarktower@gmail.com. In this episode, we'll discuss Book 1 of The Dark Tower, The Gunslinger, Chapter 4. Let's start the show.
Great. Well, thanks, Jay. This is Chapter 4, The Slow Mutants.
That's right.
It's a short story that was originally published in the Magazine of Fantasy and Science Fiction in July of 1981. Again, all of these stories were collected in 1982 after appearing in that magazine first. And in this chapter, Roland and Jake continue their quest for the Man in Black, now underneath the mountains. In the darkness, they first find railroad tracks and eventually a handcar that they use to ease their journey. During a rest period, Roland tells the story of his coming of age as a gunslinger. The next day, they are attacked by the titular slow mutants. Eventually, they reach the end of the railroad line, and Roland makes a decision. That means the end of a line for one of our characters.
Oh, really?
Hey, I calls them as I sees them.
End of the line, Jake.
Oh, spoiler alert. All right. I think after Tull, there was a lot of talking and journeying, but not quite as much action. It was more analytical action that was happening in the Oracle in the Mountains, where the action happening there was more the psychic discussion between.
If you enjoyed this clip, you can listen to the rest of this and all of our other episodes by going to twoguystothedarktowercame.com. You can email us at twoguysdarktower@gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/twoguysdarktower, and our Twitter handle is @twoguysdarktower. If you like the show, please rate and review us on iTunes.